Hello, and welcome to Insurrection Inc. After Hours, the late-night bonus episodes where anything can happen and anything goes. So grab a drink, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Welcome.
Was Tim going to be on here? Because he said he was.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have time to organize that, and he's asleep right now. It's
at
like 6
4
a.m.
Yeah, 4 a.m.
Okay, cool.
Wow, okay, that's an intro. Hey, welcome to Insurrection Inc. After Hours. We got with us today, in person, live.
From Mises U.
Oh, from the hotel at Auburn.
Shut up.
Live from Mises U sounds cooler.
Well, yeah.
Live from Mises U. Okay, that's where we're going. We've got Jay, Porter, Stratty, Cotton, and Stratty's brother, friend, sister, thing. Matt.
Sister.
Shit thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay and Matt are a thing. Inside.
Listen, take one look at it and tell me you wouldn't either.
It's been
Love the first time.
it's been a while.
Love you, baby.
Past
I'm
2
not going to
days.
say anything because I'm trying to get me a Mises U wifey, so.
I'm not. We're going to keep playing Clash of Clans over here.
A Mises waifu.
Yeah, that's not what I said. I said wifey, but
I know,
wifey
dude,
would
but
work too.
He's trying to get that division of labor in the household locked down.
I love there's a photo of Porter playing Ultimate Frisbee. He's trying to look as badass as he can. Then he's here.
I'm trying to look as badass as I could.
He
It just happened naturally.
Oh, of course, because looking at you now in your little uniform, playing Clash of Clans.
Uniform? What are you talking about?
Just a little uniform. It does look like.
Porter literally came up here and asked, after we saw the girls in the hallway, Porter literally asked, should I change my outfit? I don't like dressing nice.
I didn't
And then
say
someone,
outfit.
hold on.
I said change shirt.
And then someone else was like, well, are you trying to... Someone was like-
I asked, like, okay, are you trying to smash some Mises bitches?
And he said unironically, and then walked right out in his nice clothes and sat right down with them. And then we walk back in, me and Jay, and say, hey, we're fixing to go up and record. And Porter's like, okay, I'll be up in a minute.
I was waiting for Cotton to come back inside. He was on the phone outside. We went up as soon as he got back.
But speaking of phones, did he get a number?
That's what I was going to
No.
go.
No, dude, I
This
called my
is a
dad.
process.
Not
okay?
you, Cotton.
Oh,
You got your dad's number. We're in Alabama today. Roll Tide. Wrong college.
Wrong college, yes.
no, dude.
But the point
this
is-
War Eagle!
No, but the point is when you say something incestuous, you roll Tide.
Is tied my sister.
But we're not at Alabama.
But we're in the state of Alabama.
So wait,
We are.
what's War Eagle then in sexual innuendo? That's
That's when he flashed a bitch in Central Park.
My War Eagle.
Just run up. Hey, you want to see my War Eagle?
You should probably quiet down because the other rooms where people are studying.
Jeez.
here at
Oh
Mises.
yeah,
2-inch
we're
War Eagle.
surrounded by people way too in War Eagle. We're surrounded by nerds, and I gotta be mindful because they're studying their little books to take their little tests at the end of the week, and I'm here getting fucked up. Not like these fucking losers.
Jay,
I look right
Jay
at
wasn't
Porter.
smart enough to get into Mises U.
I
so.
drank the most out of those free beers and wine at the Mises.
Stratty got
Institute.
fucked up at the social hour, I'm not gonna lie.
What a brag. I drank the most free alcohol.
I'll have you know, I drank the finest rosé at the Mises gathering today.
Hey, I cheers.
I don't like the Cabernet. It's a little too strong for
I
me.
cheers with Parab Island.
You did.
He was like, "That's how." He's like, "Well, there you go." After I cheers him, he said, "There you go."
Pear knows full damn well I'm 19 years old, and he's like, grab a drink.
Yeah. Because he knows you're a
Absolute
Gorist.
Chad, yeah. I chose not to, but
might
not
not
because
wanna-
of the law.
Yeah, I mean, you might not want to indict Parab Island on the show, so allegedly this
Alleged.
happened.
Yes.
Redacted.
We got no topics for tonight, so we're just riffing. I'm probably going to shit in the microphone at some point.
You're going.
You shouldn't
We're,
do that.
we're in me and Stratty's hotel room right now, so you better not.
I got to shit right
No,
now.
we're in our study office
Yeah.
at Mises U.
Oh, right. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got a private room in the Mises Institute that they kept open after hours for us.
Thank y'all.
Yeah.
Courtesy of Lou Rockwell. In
So
Minecraft.
we're just making shit up now, huh?
Yeah, we're just lying under our teeth.
This whole show's a fucking lie. We
So-
don't actually like each other.
But we were going to talk about
Oh,
some
shit.
serious topics, kind of, not
Were we?
necessarily
We were?
about libertarianism.
Wait, should we acknowledge why Andrew isn't here for those who
Oh.
don't check Instagram? He got coronavirus. He actually managed to get sick somehow.
On his birthday, the week before he's supposed
Yeah.
to come here.
Every other announcement's go like so sad, like prayers out to our buddy. Now they're here, you're fucking laughing saying you got corona.
I mean, hey, What
I
happened?
just can't believe
What
I
happened in
actually
the
got
fucking
it.
group chat that day when he was actually fucking dying?
Dude,
You're like 103 fever,
And you're
pissing
sending
brown.
you playing the guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Andrew's like, my piss is brown. I have a 103 fever. I can't feel my legs. And Jay's like, listen to this guitar riff, and sends an audio clip of him playing
Yeah,
guitar.
I started playing Drunken Sailor on the guitar for him, and it just devolved from there. I was playing like taps. I just started mashing the guitar randomly because he said he doesn't want any music at his funeral. So I'm not gonna play music at his funeral.
I'll sing at his funeral. I'll be
He doesn't
like,
want music.
George barbecue foot massage. I'll just break out at his funeral. He'd appreciate that.
That'd be the only
Or
music.
we'll play the Super D Bad Boy CD from Chester Stone,
That's
745 himself.
Yeah,
Menace would appreciate that.
But here's a good topic. What is gonna be our funeral playlist for Andrew?
Like our song, we'd pick our
Yeah,
song.
like we were all gonna pick a song for him.
Oh man.
Any song by Chester Stone.
Any
Super D
song.
Bad Boy. Yeah.
But you can only
Sure.
one per artist.
One pro
One
artist?
One per artist.
Per artist. I just said.
One pro artist.
It'd be
Yeah.
nice if they were professional, yeah.
Well, I don't know any of Super D Bad Boy's songs specifically, but any of them,
Feel
I'll just
like-
pick one.
Some sort of anime theme song remix that goes with an ironic video.
He'd appreciate that, especially if he projected it against the wall of the church.
It would have to be like a PragerU YTP made into a song. That would be what we played at his funeral.
All right, Con doesn't really know him, but
He likes.
what do you think? What would you play?
Did you guys take a look at this photo?
Yeah, that's. I don't know.
I'll share that later.
But if Andrew dies, we will need a fourth co-host to fill the spot.
Yeah,
so
we're taking applications.
yeah. So go ahead and fill it. Not against you, Andrew. It's just we can't control whether you die or not.
Yeah, we gotta have an insurance policy here. You know, it takes 2 weeks to replace a replacement, and
To replace a replacement.
yeah.
I mean, we didn't replace our last two. Oh,
You really want to go there?
No, we're not
Oh.
going to do that. We're not doing that. Not doing that.
No, Peter's cool.
Oh my god.
Oh my fucking god! I'm not editing this one. I'm not editing this
I
one.
hope he still listens to them.
Yeah, I hope he blows your phone up.
Oh, he can.
Yeah.
He can.
You motherfucker! You were gone for 2 weeks.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's what he'll say to me.
Oh man.
So, Derek just tweeted me.
Not DM'd you. He tweeted you.
No, he tweeted me. Not even subtweeted. He tweeted. This is Derek from Burning Boots. He said, knowing that Cotton Archist is a manlet, he requires weird forced perspective in order to be in photos with other people, much like how the hobbits were filmed in Lord of the Rings. And
I can't lie,
I
you're
can
smaller
see
than I
that.
thought you were going to be.
Yeah.
I'm smaller.
I'll
Yeah.
say this. Right when I walked in last night to Jay's Airbnb, classy place, by the way. Great establishment. As soon as I saw Cotton, I was like, okay, he kind of looks like how I imagined. Just a little, in my head, he was a little bigger and hairier.
A little bigger and hairier.
Yeah, a little bigger.
You know,
Were you
He's
expecting
not-
like a Sasquatch?
You
Or...
were-
I'm
you
not-
haven't seen
I'm
him with
not-
his clothes off yet.
That's
Yeah.
true. Take him off.
I was,
Yeah,
I was
let's
gonna-
see how hairy you really are.
I was gonna say I'm not small and I'm not unhairy, so
Wait up. Cotton sort of looks like Young Gravy.
Kind of looks like Seth Rogen.
Like a mix with.
I see Seth Rogen a lot.
He's
more
a
than
mixed
Young
side
Gravy.
profile, Young Gravy,
I don't
face
see-
Seth
I don't know
Rogen.
who Young Gravy.
He's a funny rapper, but I don't see it. I see
I
Seth
can
Rogen. though.
almost see it.
It'd be cool if Seth Rogen was into Austrian economics, but now we have that in Cotton. We have Seth Rogen.
Yeah, you gotta see it sort of from the side.
I can maybe see it. I don't
Let me
know.
see.
I don't know.
I see a little bit of
I
it.
don't see it.
It's really.
What Young Gravy song
This
would you
is-
play
this-
at Andrew's funeral?
This, oh,
Not anything off the latest album. He didn't like that too much.
Mr. Sandman.
oh, dude, I have his hair.
You do have his hair and a beard, and then the face is Seth Rogen.
All right, cool. This is really entertaining for your listeners.
They'll listen to
they
anything.
can totally see this.
They
yeah.
are autistic 10-year-olds, and they will sit there and fidget the whole time listening to it.
I guess we should acknowledge why they're not seeing this.
Oh yeah, we felt bad.
I promised y'all a video episode. Sadly, I am not the editor or / creative director of the podcast.
Don't give Jay that much
Don't.
credit.
So we're not
don't do
doing.
that.
Also, don't stick me with that fucking title. I worked at a production company. The creative director was a fucking cunt.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck
Yeah,
that.
So
that's-
anyways,
yeah. Okay, so maybe you do fit the bill.
Different kind of cunt.
we decided not to do the video episode since Andrew's not here, and
One day we'll fly in Tim from Germany.
Yeah,
we'll
well,
put,
no,
we'll put him
really.
in one of those Wayfair cabinets to
We-
get him.
Hey, wait a minute. I've never talked to this Tim, but I do gotta say, what kind of name for a German person is fucking Tim?
Right?
It's kind of a disappointment.
I know, right? That's a letdown.
like you
dude.
think like something like Kirk, like with the cool
I was expecting Hans or something. Like,
Hans?
legit.
Hans or even Han.
Can we just start
Just
calling him
Han.
Hans? Is
Yeah.
anyone even going to know the difference?
I told
Oh.
him, like I told you, I wanted him here so we could walk him around the institute and act like he's Han Herman Hoppe's son.
Han
His
Herman's,
illegitimate child.
Yeah.
so to
Hans
speak,
Herman
if you
Hoppe's
do it one
bastard
night
child.
in Istanbul without a condom.
It is not their fault.
So to speak. Fucking Hopkins.
He
Evict
couldn't
that
physi-
child from
At
the
a high
room.
time,
He
perfect
couldn't
lapse of
physically.
judgment.
He couldn't physically remove to pull out. So externality.
Also, I mentally wanted to pull out. I could not physically, so to speak.
Or physically remove myself.
Maybe we shouldn't promote this at the Mises Institute. We're never going to be invited back again.
Make fun of one of their main dudes.
Yeah,
Well, you know, good thing Per Byland doesn't know my last name.
that's true. Yeah, he just knows mine and Stratty's. That's, you know. He definitely couldn't find anything from that.
I don't know. I think Per would laugh. I think Per would be like, ha ha, funny.
Nah.
Why is he Swedish Kermit?
Dude, Per is tall.
Is that your? s-
Okay, so I gotta say this.
He's like 6'6".
Yes.
How is he so tall? Yeah.
Per Bylin, whatever.
Byland.
Byland.
All the Mises Institute guys say it wrong. So
Yeah.
this is a funny story. Before we interviewed him, like when we run the Zoom call, but before we started recording for the episode we did with him, we asked him how to pronounce his last name, so I made sure I didn't screw it up in the introduction. And he said all the Mises Institute guys, Tom Woods started trying to pronounce his last name Bieland to get it closer to the actual Swedish pronunciation, and he said it just made it worse. So Byland is how he prefers Americans to announce it.
I can so
to
imagine Tom
pronounce it.
Woods going
So-
like, yeah, okay, Per. You know, I've been thinking, and I think to be close to what your last name really is, I'm getting as close as possible. And am I on mark when I say Byland?
Yeah, and my own mark. That is so Tom. Okay.
And you'd say like no, and Tom keeps going anyway.
The whole 30-minute episode.
But anyways, Per Byland and Keith Preston need to be on fucking basketball teams. They're posting on blog spots. They should be posting up in the fucking paint, dude. Keith Preston's 6'5" 6'6" at 16 years old.
Really?
And then we look at you guys fucking
Per Byland.
Per Byland.
Per
Sorry,
Byland.
Per Byland. I'm sorry.
Per Balloon.
It's pear like the fruit, and Byland like Byland. I don't know how you.
I hope he hears this episode. But anyways,
No, he makes the fruit joke on Twitter every once in a while. He uses a pear emoji
But-
sometimes, so I'm not doing that to make fun of
But
him.
those dudes, they should be on fucking basketball teams.
Mm-hmm.
They should be.
Yeah.
They should be starting Mises U
Pear could absolutely
NCAA
ball
Oh
basketball
wait,
Yeah.
team.
you don't think Per goes hard in the motherfucking paint? What the fuck you thinking?
Oh my god! Now you are gonna have to edit the episode.
I have not been measuring time. 13 minutes in.
Cool.
Thank you
Anyway,
to announce that to all the listeners. Yeah,
I can't cut that one out because it's not multi-track.
all 14 of you who
Yes,
listen to
you
the
can.
After Hours episodes.
Who are unironically 14.
I know, like one dude is in his 30s who listens to it. Like,
One
for
dude.
certain. Okay, yeah,
Okay,
one
so-
dude. He's like the
have we
babysitter
decided on
for
what
the
part we're
After
gonna
Hours.
cut?
No, just gonna censor the.
So why are you still talking?
Just gonna censor the Waka Flocka.
This is in the middle of the podcast. Do that. Okay. Anyways. Okay. So we were saying Keith Preston and Per Byland should be on the NBA team rather than doing this shit.
Yeah, that's unimportant stuff they do now.
Yeah. Fuck this shit.
Those fucking nerds could have been doing better with their life. PhD economist. What the fuck is that?
Fucking sociologist fucking knows everything about anarchism. Shut up, Keith. Go fucking play
If
NBA.
you're a sociologist, why aren't you more social, asshole?
Sorry,
Stratty,
Keith.
since
Thank
you're
you
the-
for letting me write on your website. I don't mean what I said. You're a great dude.
Stratty, since you're the expert, what current NBA players would play best in a starting five with Pear and Keith?
Okay, so
So Pear and Keith are two of them. What other three would you?
Okay.
I've immediately lost all interest in this one.
all right. So I could see Keith. He's a mean dude. Like he's not mean to us, but he's mean to the people he don't like. So
Mean
if
to
he's
status.
So if he's on, yeah, exactly. So if he's on an NBA team, he's going to be mean to the opposing team. So I'd put him in the paint at power forward. Pear, I can see Pear shooting a mean three. So I'd put him at small forward and have him. He's like a deadlift shrimp type guy. So around those two, okay. So
The fuck did you just say?
we need. I would put Chris
Deadlift shrimp?
Paul, deadlift shrimp. He's an NBA player, NBA legend.
I heard deadlift shrimp.
Deadlift shrimp. No, don't do that. But anyways, okay. So
That's
I
just
have,
a lobster. That's just a shrimp that's gotten buff.
Rock lobster.
So we got Keith Preston at power forward, Pear Byland at small forward. Point guard, I'm putting Chris Paul because he's an all-around great player, and I think he could pass it out to both Keith and Per to get the threes and the post-up shots.
Wait, they can both shoot?
No, Pear. I think Keith. I don't know. I don't think Keith could shoot. I think Keith could just post up at the paint. Deadlift.
You need like a center that can.
I'll
Drop
get there.
out.
I'll get there. I'll get there.
Keith can post up
Anyways.
in the paint.
Anyways, we got.
What the
so,
fuck?
Shooting guard. Shooting guard. That's a tough one. I'm gonna have to.
Well, the block.
Can either,
What
one,
the fuck?
can either one of them play defense?
Yeah, Keith Preston could. Keith Preston could post up and fucking block people, put them down. Pear. I don't know. Pear. I don't know about Pear. I don't think Pear would be too great on
Maybe
defense.
Butler than help on the wing.
Which one?
Pear looks like he can shoot.
Jimmy
but
Butler. Okay,
doesn't look
okay,
that
we got
fast.
Jimmy Butler then at shooting guard. Good point, Matt. Okay, so center. You said we got to have one that shoots a good three-pointer. Personally, I like Joel Embiid a
I was
lot.
gonna say that.
I like Joel Embiid. However, I would not argue with you if you said Nikola Jokic. That's a good one
My
too.
ears are so warm.
Nikola Jokic might have better chemistry with Pear because European. So I might go with Pear.
Although they did fight each other for a good 1,000 years.
True. So I don't know. You never know. So I'll leave the center position up to that. Now the more important question is who would I have at head coach? Probably Taylor Jenkins because he's the only coach in the NBA with an economics degree. I don't know what kind of economics he likes, but I'll take it.
What Austrian economist would you have coach them?
Oh, fucking Walter Block.
Okay,
Easy.
that's
Yeah.
what I thought so. Making sure.
No,
yeah.
Papa.
Nah, Hoffa could be like the trainer. He'd keep him in shape
You would
and
be the
everything.
trainer.
So like Walter
Physically
Block should
remove
go-
the weights from the ground. Yeah.
Good one.
I call DiLorenzo.
Oh, I didn't notice DiLorenzo too much.
He looked like a big dude from a distance. I didn't really see him that close to.
You know,
he was tall. He's tall.
Wasn't
as fuck.
exactly analyzing his
You know
propensity
what?
for basketball.
DiLorenzo would be
when
a
I saw him,
good.
but
DiLorenzo would be good assistant coach because he has a hate boner for Lincoln. So he might have a hate boner against all the other teams, and that might inspire the other players to be like, "Yeah, fuck these guys," and go out and do it. So
Don't you ever look?
let me get you one.
Oh, I know what I can do with Pon.
All right, cool.
Dude, what the hell?
Okay, so currently for our listeners,
I can pop it off with a lighter if you want.
There's so much more
Jay
fun.
is
Dude,
popping
don't-
open.
Do not. Okay, just y'all have. One of y'all has y'all's debit card downstairs
jeez,
in case.
this is such a bad idea.
These are early.
Stratty, the incidental charges are on your card, right?
I don't have a card.
Oh
Open
shit!
my beer with,
Wait,
I opened my
wait,
beer with the boomstick. So
when one of y'all checked in, y'all gave a debit card.
I
They
did
didn't
not.
make me.
The Mises-
For real?
Yeah.
They made me.
We'll talk about that off air.
What the?
yeah, you might listen. We can go downstairs and sort it out. You just got to give us your credit card number, your PIN, security code,
Just
last
check on
name.
things, yeah.
1488.
Whoa!
Not the first time that's come up on here. Not
Yeah,
the
you-
last.
You had to go back and censor that in our episode with Empress of Meme, didn't you? Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, that was oof. That's gotta put a muzzle on me.
Now I got that Waka Flocka Flame song stuck in my head.
I got the Eric Andre skit stuck in my head.
Which one?
The one where the Hannibal Buress just starts doing that. He's like, "You like Waka Flocka? Is that a band?
Okay, so
That was
It's
so.
a man."
okay, so here's my question: what Austrian economist, libertarian, whatever, which one would you want to be interviewed by Eric Andre the most? I got that question for all of y'all. So you go first, Jay. Let's let Jay
I'm
go
sorry, I
first.
wasn't listening.
Which Austrian economist, libertarian, whatever, would you want to be interviewed by Eric Andre the most?
I got a top 3 of
Okay.
people I think that would be too stuck up. So number 3 would be Tom Woods. he would just not know how to handle it. He wouldn't be
wouldn't
stuck
like
up.
it.
He wouldn't like it. He'd be like very awkward about it. Then I got
Damn,
David Friedman.
I was about to say that.
David Friedman's number 2.
He's not an Austrian economist.
No, but he's
We're
like
just going with general-
libertarian.
Okay,
yeah,
libertarian.
Yeah, so
in
I would go
general.
David Friedman because he would flip his shit. His prostate would get even more enlarged. And number 3.
We make fun of him on every After Hours episode.
at lunch today,
let
I
him
feel
talk on
so
shit.
bad for him.
At lunch today, we were like, maybe we should stop ripping on Friedman.
Yeah, and then we go back to the hotel room and do it. So this has been great. Yeah,
Number 1, Hoppa.
Oh
dude,
god.
hop on Eric Andre. Those are good answers.
It would be that awful mixture of like stiff and then awkward, and like he can't get a reaction other than like, what? And so Eric Andre is trying even harder.
It's bold of you to assume Hoppa would be okay with being interviewed by a black man. but-
Okay. I got. Jesus. Okay, I got.
Is he
2.
married to a Muslim?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, for real?
There's pictures of him in like a.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The turban.
Seat
Yeah.
thing?
But anyways, I got 2 ones. Okay, my first one for like the sake of it being funny and awkward, Ron Paul. Because I think about when Ron Paul got interviewed by Bruno.
I was about to say,
dude,
yeah.
I was about to say, yeah.
And,
That's what we were all plot.
So I can only
Paul
imagine
line.
how an Eric Andre interview with
I
Ron
remember,
Paul would go.
I remember when I was a kid and I saw that.
Me too. And
I thought
didn't-
that was the funniest
and
thing
I didn't
ever.
know who he was at the
Now
time.
it
yeah.
pisses me off. You know?
Yeah, it's fun. It's still funny to me, but
I love when he's racing around. He's like, he's queer as blazes.
No, he says that boy's queer as a $3 bill. That's exactly what he says.
$3.
Okay, and then my second
No,
one, because
Texans.
I feel he would kind of play with it a little, but also be a little combative. Walter Block, because I think Walter
He's a good
Block-
answer for anything.
See,
dude.
like that was my answer, Walter Block, because either he's like gonna have a good time, he's like gonna be like, all right, I know what this is,
Bring it on.
or we're gonna find his line. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
exactly.
Or Eric Andre gives him LSD before the show.
Could you imagine Walter
I feel
Block
like
just
Walter Block
Whoa!
would enjoy it.
Say say
He'd probably
one
write a book on it.
say one sentence you think Walter Block would say on LSD.
Oh my god, dude!
Give me a
I don't
second.
have the creative powers to come up with that. Like,
Hey, my face is melting.
Okay, that's a good one. But because he's an atheist, I could only imagine he'd be like, "Whoa, Murray Rothbard really is God."
Murray Rothbard, my good friend, personal friend.
How did I not know you were the prophet?
today I learned that the Mises Institute has not one but 2 shrines to Rothbard on the grounds,
yeah.
basically.
That's
Also-
too little. How many do you have personally?
Also, they have
I don't make shrines to other men.
they have a bust of Rothbard. It's not that good.
No,
Is it the one where
It doesn't-
the Mises bust
Is
is
it the
pretty
one
good.
where he's smiling like he looks like he just smoked a whole doobie?
I don't know. I couldn't
No,
tell.
it's
It doesn't.
not.
It doesn't.
Because that's such a bad look. He's like,
It just doesn't look like him.
Mm-mm.
Like I really felt bad saying
Yeah.
that, but when I looked at that, I was like, "That's not Murray." Like, what? But the Mises one, and this is pretty interesting because the guy who gave us a tour of the Mises Institute today. So Mises' students literally ran into his office and measured all of the measurements on his face from his ears to his nose to his mouth.
Took some rulers and tape measures and
Yeah,
just
and
bombarded his office.
They pretty much got his bust exact. So like when you look at it, that's pretty much how Mises looked. That's pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
Also,
And it actually looks like him in the pictures. The Rothbard bust is estimates from just photos of him because they didn't have all the measurements. And yeah, it looked kind of off. It's not exactly right.
and okay, so whenever we pulled up to the institute today, me and Cotton went there whenever no one else really went. So me and him were like all scared to go in at first. We were like, should we knock or what? And so then Cotton just opens up the door, and they were so welcoming. Like the guy who gave us a tour just waved right at us, and then Pat Barnett, shout out to you. You are the sweetest lady ever. She just came right out, shook our
I'm sure
hands.
she's listening.
she just came right out, shook our hands, and then was like, "Y'all help yourselves." And
Pat Barnett, avid Insurrection Inc. fan. Yeah.
I think we might have been the first actual
Yeah,
students.
I was about to say, I think that is...
Because there were some name tags missing, but I think those were those grad students.
Yeah, and so whenever me and him went in, we just immediately went to Rothbard's library.
Yeah.
And we were looking, dude,
How bad is his handwriting?
so terrible. But
It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
not as bad as I thought, because you can make it out. You just have to really look at it.
It
But
looks a lot like
so
mine.
here's what's
Oh,
funny.
shit.
Here's what's funny though. Whenever you look at his notes that he puts in the book, it's just someone pointed out that he puts the sad face when he's disappointed in someone saying something. I didn't see that, but you see a lot. The guy who gave us the tour, he said it's kind of like you're watching a Scooby-Doo or Batman episode because there's a whole lot of yoinks or
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Boo.
Yeah, and he just would note underline it and put boo, or if he didn't like it, he just put an X or a check mark would be okay, that's good.
But dude, that was really reaffirming because looking at the annotations he makes, that's exactly how I do it. Except what I do is if I underline something, I do it incredibly slowly.
I do that too
Because I don't want to get into the line. He's just
I
just so quick.
Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I do what you just said. I noticed he never uses highlighters. I do because
Stratty
I don't
soaks
like
his
highlighter.
pages in the highlighter.
Yeah.
He'll highlight literal paragraphs at a time.
Yeah,
He just turns his whole book blue and yellow and green.
I do that because I started doing that because my thought was when I was little, I was okay, when I wanted to play basketball, I was Michael Jordan did this, so I might as well do it if I want to be good. So I applied that to kind of becoming a scholar, and I was Murray Rothbard did this with his book, so I may as well do it too. But also, because one day, if I'm well, shit, what did that book say? What did that book teach me? I can, without having to just reread it all, I can just flip through it real quick and be okay, these were the main basic ideas I took from it. However, I might still want to reread the book to see if I still agree with it or can take something new from it. Because,
Yes,
that's
yeah,
that's
I
always
don't-
something good to do.
I don't annotate my books when I read. Oh my god. Jay just whipped out his pistol.
And my gun.
Shut up.
Anyways,
He's
just
got your dick hanging out.
Ladies.
Please put that up.
put that up, Jay, with your
Jay,
past history.
put
I
it
don't want
down.
you.
Fingers off the trigger.
Don't care.
It has a safety on. Nothing can happen.
I'm not worried about that. I just
Knowing
would like you
your
to stop
history-
swinging around the room.
Knowing your
Nothing's
history,
gonna happen.
I don't want that going off in the Auburn hotel room.
Yeah.
While we're
One of
doing
us
it
is paying for
at
it.
Mises U.
I want you to accidentally murder one of the nerds in the other room.
Accidentally?
Jay drill some poor kid studying Rothbard in the next room over.
The next day at the Mises too.
Open up! What are you reading?
Something terrible happened last night. Anyways, what were you saying about the
Allegedly.
Porter? What were you saying about the whole annotating thing?
Oh yeah, I don't really annotate my books like that, but instead I just write up summaries afterwards and see how much I can regurgitate.
That's a really good
act like
tactic.
I do
act
that
like,
sometimes.
like if I were trying to teach someone what I just learned from reading a book, how would I say it, and then try and put it in my own words, basically.
That's
Which is how I ended up writing an 8-page essay about Carl Minger versus Adam Smith, and haven't put it anywhere because I didn't plan on publishing it. It just turned
We
into an
talked about
8-page
it.
essay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We talked about it.
I've already discussed putting it on the Cotton Report. That may happen. We'll see.
So, what else from today stuck out to y'all at the Institute?
You know what? I was pissed because they don't give you coffee. Where
Maybe
was the
booze.
Yeah, but I wanted
To
coffee.
be fair, we
dude.
were there at 5 p.m.
I don't care, dude. I was trying to stay awake.
I get you. Tomorrow, I'm sure they'll have coffee. If they don't, I'll say something.
Thank
You'll
you.
say something. Get your boy Lou to fix it.
Hey, Lou,
Dear
come on, man.
Mises Institute. Listen, I'm sort of a big deal. I'm with Insurrection Inc. If you don't get this for us, I could sort of ruin you guys. Just warning. So maybe you want to get some coffee.
That's funny because me and Porter during the orientation speech, we were saying we should just introduce ourselves to people hi, I'm Porter from Insurrection Inc. As if
To be
you
clear, we
know.
were joking. I'm not nearly that pretentious.
No, I was.
There are a couple-
We should make business cards apply now, Insurrection Inc.
There are a couple people who actually listen.
Yeah, that was
here.
actually-
It's kind of cool.
I was about to say
Like,
there was
people-
one kid that was oh, you guys he knew us. He was
Uh-huh.
you guys are Insurrection Inc. That was cool.
Yeah.
So
Who was that?
I'm not gonna say his name on
No,
air
yeah,
because
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know if he wants us to
Alright,
say
alright.
it, but
Well, you edited out the Waka Flocka thing.
So just edit it out. It was that kid.
I don't know.
He was,
Jay,
he
you
was
got
in the
a
back
timestamp.
with us at the library after the tour. Whenever we were all like, "Oh, we need to find a way to get to those discounted books."
Oh, right, yeah.
He was talking to. He was asking you what you majored in and all that. Yeah.
Right.
Anyways,
Well, there was one guy that said he heard about the Cotton Report,
no way.
and he's like,
Yeah.
I got his number. Yeah.
Who was it?
Was
Was it the Chase kid?
I don't know.
Nah, I was law school kid.
How did you hear about the Cotton Report? I want to know this.
I don't know. It's about to get advertised on the Tom Woods show again because you set it up through him, right?
No, this guy's name was David.
You got it advertised on the Tom Woods show? I didn't
Well, he
know
got
that.
Dissecting
Well,
Liberty advertised on the Tom Woods show.
Yeah,
and he's
because like when you buy your hosting through Tom Woods, he'll like give you a shout out
That's cool.
Mhm.
I didn't know that. We should.
and a discount.
we
Our-
should invest in that.
I feel like it would be so tough to get Tom Woods to read our podcast name on air.
No,
Yeah, it sounds weird coming off.
I don't think so.
Money, 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 money.
Oh, I mean, yeah, Tom will do it for money, of course. It's
But-
gonna come off weird.
I
Okay,
don't
so
think so.
what was a positive thing that stuck out to you at the Institute today that we haven't talked about yet?
Dick.
Cut that out.
yeah. That's I'm sure that stuck out to Jay.
That stuck out to
How would
me.
How would it? I didn't see it.
How could you not see it?
Because I didn't go inside.
You know, like
Fuck you.
Okay. Go.
You were saying this earlier. It's like most people wouldn't even know who any of these people are.
Yeah.
You know, but like to us, it's like holy shit.
Talk about what happened.
Like,
in
oh
the-
shit, that
in
was
the
Sean
store.
Reitenauer walking by.
Yeah.
Like, no one else would know that dude's name.
I know we already talked about it on here.
Oh, being in the bookstore?
Yeah,
We did on this?
yeah. Just a second ago.
Okay, I didn't.
What?
Like how I
When
forget-
Jeff Herbner walked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like you know what it is. Like yeah.
And then when we were buying our books, Thomas DiLorenzo walked right by and just kind of looked at us and was like, and then walked right by.
As
And
we're
I-
standing next to his books.
I
yeah.
just looked right at Cotton and I'm like, did you see that? And he was like, yeah. And we're like, yeah. But no,
We're such fucking nerds.
Yes.
What about you, Porter? What was one cool thing?
I gotta think of a serious one before I think of my joking one because I already thought of that one. But let's see. I didn't realize how big the building was, like the complex. They fit it. It doesn't look that big from the outside.
Dude,
they
it's
got a lot
so
of space
confusing.
inside.
I'll
Yeah.
say this. When I first was looking at it from the front, and I told Cotton this when we first walked there, I was like, I expected it to be bigger. Then when he gave us the tour, I was like,
They fit so
I was
much.
like, whoa, where's all these rooms going? Like, what's up with all these hallways?
And
They fit
so
so much into the
confusing.
grounds. Yeah,
I mean,
it's
it's like
a
a
maze
maze.
for sure.
That thing
yeah.
could be a compound one day. If someone was like, we need to hide out from the government, which the Mises Institute might do.
Yeah.
But they have enough rooms, and like you said, it's so confusing
Yeah.
enough.
It would take the ATF raid at least 10 minutes to find me.
Yeah.
Find the
Sometimes shoot your
dogs.
dog.
No, the joking good thing I was going to say is there are more females than I thought there would be.
That's not even joking.
That's true.
But Porter
I mean-
still didn't get Shoddy's number.
It's a process.
But
It's
there
a
are
process.
about as many autists as I thought there were.
Oh, exactly.
Oh
yeah,
god! And like
definitely.
I said it to you guys before we walked in. We were like literally walking right up, and I was like, I hope there's not too many fucking nerds at the institute. And then Jay goes, "Where do you think you're going?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, you're right."
Going to economics camp for a week. Like, what'd you expect?
To be fair, everyone was really cool though, so I'm fine with them.
I mean,
Yeah.
no hate.
I'll
We're all nerds to a
I
certain extent.
didn't meet anybody I didn't like.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
true. Yeah,
Exactly.
Except the guy that asked me if I was a home birth.
yeah. Fuck
What
that.
does that
Okay,
even
yeah.
mean? Like
Like,
why
if
do
you
you?
were,
Why
if
do
you
you?
were
like-
born
like
at
in
home
a-
instead
Yeah,
of in a
I know,
hospital
but like,
like a
why would
normal
you?
person.
I mean, what do you
Wait.
ask of
I
somebody?
need to say what was going on. Like we were outside. They had free drinks, and we were hanging out, talking to people. Had a lot of really great conversations.
Mm-hmm.
And then we walk in because we're getting ready to leave, and there's this one dude with like all of the females, and he turns.
Yeah, and
to
all
me-
the biddies.
He turns to me.
All those bad estrian economic bitches.
Astrian.
How did you just pronounce that? Did
I
you
don't
say
know, bro.
estuarine economics?
Estrian. I
They're
don't know.
equestrian. Equestrian.
Equestrian.
Equestrian
Hey.
economics.
Well, anyways, and he turns to me like in his chair, and he's like, "Hey, dude, were you a home birth?" Which I assume means like
Born
baby
at home.
pool,
Yeah.
and like all that stuff. And I go, Dude, I wish.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
funny. Your response was the best.
Yeah, dude, you killed me with that. I was like, motherfucker.
You had all the
I'm-
bitches
I'm-
rolling.
I was
They
about
all-
to say,
all-
like,
all I-
all the chicks.
All I said to him was, I was born by a private doctor, so that's cool. And then I just walked away.
Because if you just said no, it would have been fine, and they would have
Yeah.
laughed at his question being so random. But you were like, dude, I wish! And you had all of them rolling. That was funny.
Yeah, dude, those Austrian
Still have
economics
no idea
bitches
why he was
wanted,
asking.
Those Austrian economics bitches wanted you so much more after you owned him.
Hell yeah.
It was like, libtard owned, compilation number 1, Cotton Report.
Cotton Narcist owns Home Birther, episode 1.
You need some tips from him?
I might need some tips from you, yes. I might need some tips, yeah.
Just say you wish you were a home birth, bro.
Yeah. Just copy the exact
bitch-
joke.
the
Just
bitches love
awkwardly
that.
walk up and be like, I wish I was at home. And they're all like,
Is this how I do it?
I'll say
How do I make jokes?
the coolest part. Okay, what was the coolest part of the tour for y'all? Because that was actually really cool. I didn't expect it to be as awesome as it was.
The coolest part of the tour was seeing the waiting room outside Lou Rockwell's
Yes, I
office.
was gonna say that, dude.
Because,
He was like, okay, well, I want to explain this.
okay, yeah, you
So-
can do it. You can do it.
So,
Fucking
as soon
Lou
as the dude
Rockwell
walked,
fanboy.
the dude, yeah, oh, of course. So he didn't tell us it was Lou Rockwell's office yet.
Mm-hmm.
He just walks in and he says, okay, what's those on the wall? And I said, war propaganda. And he goes, okay, whose bust is that? And someone said, Vladimir Lenin. And then he's like, okay, who's the guy holding whatever symbol up on the mug? And they said, FDR. And he said, you know, when I first came and sat in here waiting, I was like, what the fuck? Because this was outside of Lou Rockwell's office. And he's just thinking, what the fuck, Lou? Why do you have all this stuff up? And then he just tells us, I think Lou puts this all out here to fuck with people.
Yeah.
And he said fuck with people. It was really cool. And, oh, dude, that was just so funny. But, like, looking around, I was
He's
like,
like,
I
well-
could see Lou being the type of dude to be like, haha. This is
Well, you know, like, I thought of Jordan Peterson. Because, you know, Jordan
He
Peterson
keeps
is
a lot of, like,
Soviet art, yeah,
and
and
stuff,
he's, like,
yeah.
staunchly anti-authoritarian.
That's what I was
Yeah.
about to say, yeah.
Well, I mean, I kind of do that with stuff. Like, I have a pin from the Soviet Union. I have a
He does
swap-
as he points to his
By Mises
university
Institute
badge.
card. I have a armband from the Nazi Party.
Yeah.
You do? That's kind of cool.
I do.
Like, in a... You know,
He wears it pretty often.
I
Historical
don't
way.
have that because I like that. I just collect. But other than that, that's about the extent, of course. But I mean, yeah, I think that's kind of cool.
I got a ruble from the Soviet Union.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, I got like a full layout of like the last collection of Soviet coins.
That's
really-
cool.
Yeah,
you,
that's
you
right.
told us about
That's
that.
you.
on
Yeah.
the,
You posted it on Twitter, and that's when I posted a picture of my ruble.
now,
And also like being from Louisiana, like one of our governors, Huey P. Long,
yeah,
like
you
a
long.
staunch socialist. I have a ton of first editions of his books.
Really?
I want to get one.
Yeah, and then I also have a first edition of like the biography written about him.
I've read
One-
his biography.
Well, I mean, this one like it's out of print now, and I don't understand
Is it
why.
the Kingfish one?
No.
No, okay.
No, this one won the Pulitzer Prize, but it's out of print now, and I don't understand. I have an autographed first edition.
Well,
He was an LSU professor.
That may have been the one I read. We'll talk about that after. But
37 minutes.
what was cool, since we're talking about currencies real quick, whenever me and Cotton first went in there, we noticed on the wall, and when you walk right in, they have the currency of African countries on the walls in the lobby, and that was actually really cool to look
Yeah.
at. I took a picture of
Do they
it.
have any Ugandan ones?
We got if we got to take a good picture for our boys, Masigi, and one does. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to our Ugandan libertarians.
Shout out to one that's the absolute baller on Facebook.
Yeah, he's a
saucing
baller.
all the girls.
Dude, we were so actually on the tour. He said there's usually more international. There's usually more international students at Mises U, but because of Corona, there's not many. And as soon as he said that, me and Porter,
he's talking
Porter
about
goes,
all the countries they usually have. He's like, yeah, we normally get some Canadian ones, maybe a few from Europe. I was like, any Ugandans?
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, you don't know them Ugandan libertarians. Those are our boys.
Gonna one up Mises U.
Insurrection Inc. You boy, we coming.
Gonna go found the Insurrection Inc. U in Uganda.
What about you, Cotton? What was a cool thing? You
Oh,
thought
at the
from-
tour.
Yeah.
Oh man, I had it a second ago, but then we started talking about Ugandans, and I forgot.
They do tend to have that effect on people.
I know.
Well, while you think about it, I'll bring up.
Yeah.
I haven't read them yet. I took pictures of them because it was literally while we were walking down the hall, so I was kind of rushed. There's 2 letters from Ronald Reagan, handwritten from him himself, and they're to I think Margaret von Mises.
Margaret von Mises, yeah.
And it's because
Ludwig von Mises' wife.
One of them was for sure. I don't know who the other one was from, but I guess
they're both from Ronald Reagan, yeah.
Yeah, but they were both. No. I'm not sure who sent them because they were both from Ronald Reagan. I'm not sure who both. Sent
get
them.
on with
it?
Yeah, shut up. Anyways, someone had sent him books about Mises' economics and.
Margaret sent him the first copy of Human Action.
Yeah, that's right. And he sent her a thank you letter. And I was like, that's kind of cool. Because back when my Cold Warrior days, as me and Jay call it, but my favorite president was Ronald Reagan. So even though I hate him now, it's kind of like the whole flash of authoritarianism to be funny thing. I still kind of fuck with Ronald Reagan for that reason. He's like my favorite tyrant.
Isn't that just called Hoppieanism? Flash authoritarianism to be funny?
I'm not that retarded.
Okay.
All right, I got my favorite part.
All right, cool.
It was when our tour guide found that book he'd been looking for.
Oh,
explain it. You gotta explain it.
So like we were in this like the main lecture hall, and this guy said, by the way, I'm convinced he. This is because I'm a cynic. I'm convinced he planted that. Like that.
As a joke.
That was like his plan. But
it was a good joke.
Yeah.
Go ahead and talk about it.
So he was like, we were in this main lecture hall, and he was explaining that the lecture hall has all these bookcases about war, and they are put around the wall chronologically. And he said, by the way, I've been looking for this book on, I forget like the title, but it's about nuclear weapons and nuclear war.
I think when he found it, he said it was called A Strategy for Survival.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it had like the radioactive symbol on it. So we're doing the tour, and then eventually we get to the 3rd floor library at the Mises Institute. And as he's like talking, he's like, oh no, I see it. And like he basically does like a prayer to Mecca with that book. Dude.
Yeah, he just goes like, "Give me a second, y'all," and just like
Yeah,
puts silent and puts it close to his heart and kind of. It was funny. I got to give him that. Like he really made me laugh my ass off. But after now that you say that, I could see him just being like, "I got a good idea."
Yeah. Probably planted it there.
Because I mean, like we know, like he's the tour guy.
Yeah, he's
You
been
know.
there before.
Like, and I mean, he did all the tours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are y'all good?
Yep.
Okay.
Just logistic shit.
It's right in there in the bag. You have to open up the pill bottle. Okay. So I'm trying to think of another cool part of the tour.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
There's
there
a
was
lot-
just so
there's
much
a lot in
yeah.
there. He was talking about how fast he was going, and now I can feel it because I'm trying to look back, and it was a blur. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to think back to like my favorite part. And I'm like,
So when he took us to
lasted 5 minutes.
when he took us to the Rothbard Shrine, that was actually kind of cool because that's the place where the students wait before they go take their oral exam. And a guide, he told us he was interviewed by Tom Woods,
Peter
and
Klein, and
I don't remember the other two.
Peter Klein?
Yeah, that was one of
Okay,
them.
right.
But I don't remember the other two. But anyways, he was interviewed by like all these 4 people that are big in our circles, of course. And like when he said that, I was like, I could imagine just being so nervous to go talk to those people. But then I can also imagine just sitting in front of that shrine for a second and getting like a sense of inspiration where
he
you're
was
like,
calling it a shrine as a joke. I really don't like calling it that. It's not a religion. It's
No, I
not
know
a
what you
cult,
mean, but I don't
it is
care.
like a bunch of Rothbard memorabilia.
But
yeah.
anyways, I could just see someone being so like scared and nervous to go in and take this oral exam, but then they're looking at all this, like, and one of them was like a paper where Murray Rothbard wrote the student, "Good job." And
Yeah.
another was like a
Got a B plus.
yeah, another was like a student who was like so proud to be in his class that he just held on to the paper. Another was a clipping from a local newspaper about where he came to speak. And when I was just sitting there thinking, like, I could see myself in those shoes, just being nervous to go take this oral exam. But then just seeing all this stuff and thinking, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna go kick some ass. So just go right in. And
This is a silly question, but are y'all gonna take the oral exam?
I might. I
haven't decided yet.
I'm
I'm
not.
tempted.
I am seriously thinking about it. Only and like I'll be honest, I'm not nervous. I might fuck up real bad because after talking to the guys at the social hour tonight, they were like, "Dude, they're not even worried if you don't really know much. They appreciate the fact that you're here, you're willing to take action, and you're willing to ask questions and kind of put yourself out there and learn." So my thinking is, even if I don't do too great, I imagine I can do okay.
Yeah.
But even if I don't do too great, I can leave an impression on these people, you know, and they'll think at least, okay, he's willing to put himself out there. If he's willing to put himself out there, he's willing to learn, he's willing to get better.
Yeah.
So,
But see, I came into this thing like being like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not prepared. But I think you just changed my mind.
well, ever since before we started it, because I even asked Porter about this a while ago, and I said, I think I might do it. And he was like, I don't know if I'll do it. But
Yeah,
I've been saying I think I might do it. And now that, after thinking about that, I'm like, I really might fucking do it.
I still don't know, but I'll probably give it a shot. I mean, someone made a good point earlier. I think it might have been Pear when I was talking to him, actually. Like, it's easier this year to get the award, technically. Not that I think I'm going to beat out some of the smarter people who have been here for longer, but, you know, there are only 55 students. There are normally about 150 who come every year. So got less competition for the scholarship awards this time around. So, something to think about.
But also, like, one of the fellows we were talking to at the social hour, he talked about, because I told him, like, I'll be honest, I'm kind of nervous and anxious to be here because I'm from a junior college. Everyone else here is from, like, a serious college. And he said, dude, you basically, well, he didn't say it like this. He was a lot smarter about it. But he said, he basically was like, dude, don't worry about that. And he was just, oh, that's my bed anyways. And anyways, he said, basically, you know, we're here to learn, and this is such a complex thing. There's so many things to it. There's so many facets. There's so many things to take into consideration. There's so many things to be talked about. So many things that have so many different types of insight to them. And so he told me the imposter syndrome is basically you can walk into something thinking you don't know shit, or you may not know shit. But as long as you're going to put yourself out there, basically, like I was saying, and you know, you can like fake it till you make it, basically. So I'll be honest, like as much as I know, I'm still not comfortable to say I'm an expert on anything when it comes to these subjects, but I am comfortable enough to be like, okay, I have the charisma, I have the ability to do this. Fake it till I make it. I can ball out this week.
Go hard in the paint.
Hell yeah, Waka Flocka, boy.
Is that just going to be a repeating
Yeah,
thing?
we're running with joke now.
Can we just name the episode "Hard in the Paint" Mises You Live?
It's not live though.
Okay, we can
Whatever.
live.
Our live show isn't live, but
It isn't. It really isn't.
Wait, I actually didn't know that. It isn't live.
no, like we just have a Discord, and it's like, hey, if you want to join.
So it's the same way we do it.
Except nobody comes to ours, and they're not allowed to talk in ours.
We had one time we had someone someone who went to school with me joined in for like 20 minutes and then left in the middle of the episode.
Hey, I don't allow the listeners to speak when they get into the channel, so.
Yeah. I mean, I don't
Because-
blame you.
We got to try to do a
You're speaking.
DL
privileges.
live show while we're here.
Oh, I already said
Sure.
we're gonna do that. I mean, tomorrow night we could try to do it.
Let's.
We'll see how it goes.
We,
We'll
we
organize
need, we need-
logistics off air.
We,
but
we,
yeah.
we need at least like a day heads up so
Yeah.
that I can like tag everybody.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, you're right.
So.
Well, Wednesday night,
Man,
we
y'all are
pretty
way more
free.
professional
However,
than we
Jay
are.
just won't be
We
here.
plan like 4 hours ahead if we're gonna record. Like, anybody awake?
We literally do episodes on the fly.
Yeah.
It's amazing that we get an episode
Can't you
out
tell?
a week.
Yeah.
Well,
So like, when's this gonna come out?
Good question. Can you get it out by Friday, Jay?
Try.
While we're
Don't know
still
what-
here?
Don't know what time I'm going to be out Wednesday.
That's true.
well,
Edit on the road.
before we end, I guess, so we can do a little ad here for the Cotton Report.
Hell yeah.
Cotton, how about you talk about that real quick?
Beating Tom Woods to it yet again. You
And
know,
LouRockwell.com.
just as good as the Tom Woods show, as Walter Block likes to call us.
Cotton Report is just as good as LouRockwell.com.
That's right. Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Cotton.
I'll just do my plugs. Like I'm Cotton Archist. You can follow me on Twitter at Cotton Archist, and I'm a host of Dissecting Liberty, And I have the Cotton Report. It's at cottonreport.com. It's basically a news aggregator and article publication. I think everybody, all the Insurrection Inc. hosts here right now have something on the Cotton Report, original articles.
Just not Menace and Tim.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
he
you
said
know,
here right now, but yeah.
Yeah.
losers. But I don't know anything about them. So.
Andrew doesn't like to write, and Tim is too autistic
So
to
you
ever
mean the
organize
Insurrection
something
Inc.
like that.
host you like?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Chad, yes.
Actually, me and Jay have a little back and forth on the website. If you listeners want to check that out.
And
Yeah, I call Stratty a fucking idiot.
However, Cotton agreed with me more, so I win.
And yeah, so check it out at cottonreport.com.
Porter.
I guess that pretty much finishes it out. I don't have anything else to add to that. So
Shoot, I don't have much to add either. If you can throughout this week, make a post and use the hashtag MisesU. That will help Mises Institute a lot. And while we're not actually at MisesU, we're still very thankful to the Mises Institute for this opportunity to help bring us all here and learn from them, and also just have a great time together. So do that. Check out Mises.org. Check out the Cotton Report. That's it for me, Jay.
Follow my SoundCloud at Little Fart God.
don't.
Do it. Just do it.
All right.
All right. We're really ending on